We will begin today's stretching session standing in the middle of a yoga mat if you have one, with feet hip width apart, reaching both arms overhead, going into a lateral bend to the left. As you exhale, lateral bend, then to the other side to the right. Inhale to return to center. Back bend. Use your abs and the front of your thighs to come out of this back bend into a straight standing. Forward fold as you exhale. You can move the head side to side, yes and no, left and right, up and down. Play around in this position. Breathing up to flat back position. Exhale, hands down towards feet, towards mat again. Breathing in as you come up to full standing, moving into left side bend. Inhale, and then exhale to right side bend. Once more into extension. Up to full standing, coming down to forward fold as you exhale. Breathe up to flat back position. Exhale, hands to mat in front of you, stepping feet back, beginning in plank position with back and legs straight. Slowly lower, chest to floor. Notice how I'm tucking the feet under, pressing up into what's called a baby cobra position. Neck and shoulders press up away from the mat. Hips and legs stay on the mat. Pressing back here. Breathing in child's pose, trying to breathe in through nose, out through mouth. Allow the hips to settle and get heavy. Coming forward into an all four position and then returning to belly, up to baby cobra. Hips and legs stay flat on the mat here. Once more, pressing back into child's pose, allowing the hips to grow heavy, shoulders to be heavy, breathing in through nose, out through mouth. Just settling into this position. Coming out of that, once more, belly to ground, and this time into full cobra position, pressing up, chest away from the mat. Hips stay heavy, legs stay heavy. You can add in rotation of head, looking left and right, adding lateral flexion, ear to shoulder on both sides. Remembering to breathe here in through nose, out through mouth. From here, bringing hips back, peeling the hips up and high into what's called a downward dog position. Notice how I'm pedaling the feet left and right. Still remembering to breathe in through nose, out through mouth. Raising right heel towards ceiling, stepping it up and through. We'll come into a high lunge position. Toes are pointing forward on both feet. Try to keep the back leg straight and strong. I'm keeping my hands on my hips here to reinforce proper abdominal breathing. Breathing in through nose and out through nose or mouth. allowing hips to sink but back leg to stay straight. Hands come back onto the mat in a runner's lunge, and then stepping back and pressing hips up and back into downward dog again. This time left heel towards ceiling. Left heel comes up and through and replaces left hand, working up into a high lunge position. Work on keeping that back leg straight as best you can. Again, here hands are on hips, reinforcing proper breathing. In through nose, out through nose or mouth, allowing hips to settle. Replacing both hands on front of mat, stepping leg back from plank position. We'll again hold, remembering to breathe. Then pressing hips up and back into a downward dog position. Pedal if it feels good. Right heel towards ceiling. Right leg comes up and through. This time we'll stay in a low lunge position. Left knee is on the ground or mat. Hands to hips in this particular situation. Breathing in through nose. I'm going to add in a rotation here, if this allows you to do so. Looking over right shoulder towards ceiling, raising right arm towards ceiling. Holding and breathing, in through nose, out through mouth. Returning to high lunge position with chest upright. Replacing hands on mat, bringing both legs back into plank position. Breathing in through nose, out through mouth. Hips move up and back into downward dog, pedaling the feet if it feels good to you. Left heel towards ceiling. Left leg comes up and through, moving to a low lunge position. Right knee on ground or mat. Hands on hips currently. Breathing in through nose, out through nose or mouth. Working into a rotation, this time left. Hand reaches towards ceiling, looking past left shoulder towards ceiling. Main focus here is the breath, breathing in and out, allowing that rotation to deepen with each breath, only if you feel comfortable doing so. Stepping both feet back into a plank position. Exhaling into downward dog position. Pedaling feet if it feels right to you. Moving back into plank position, and then allowing knees to come down to the mat into a quadruped or all fours on the ground. From here we'll move into cat-cow, flexing underneath, extending, looking up. As you flex and round, exhale. As you extend and look up and belly drops, inhale. Exhale as you flex and round. Inhale as belly drops and head comes up. Exhale as you round. You can even work side to side on this, sending head past the shoulder on each side, allowing more of a side bend from this quadruped position, from this foreleg position. From here, we'll sit back onto the heels. Hands are again on hips, working with proper abdominal breathing in this position, in through nose, expanding abdomen, out through nose or mouth. Allow your exhales to be longer than your inhales. This can be eyes open or eyes closed to block out extra sensory info. Focusing on the breathing and quieting the mind in this position. Hope you enjoyed today's session and found a few new moves and benefits from this position. Have a wonderful day.